Right, I'm gonna need some confirmation in chat whether or not the microphone is working. So, if someone could just give me a heads up whether you can hear me or not, that'd be great. Of course, I'm hoping the answer is a yes. But if I don't get an answer soon, I will be, so don't worry. Oh, someone's left the session already. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe hang on. JLB. Let's see. Can I hear myself? Here's the. Hello? Ah, yeah, okay, we're good. Good stuff. I thought the good old microphone wasn't working there, but I was thankfully mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've been waiting for. If you don't know, if you're new and you don't know, the league got called short last season. Very unfortunate, but we just couldn't fill anything really. There was just not enough people. So yeah, that was a shame. But we're back, better than ever. We've got a full. Look at this, guys. A full grid, pretty much, for the first race of the season. Unreal, unseen stuff. And guess what? I'm here for the first race as well. Normally, I'm off on holiday somewhere or just not present. But I'm here. I'm ready. And I'm absolutely ecstatic for a little bit of pedal to the metal, foot to the floor, high speed, high power action. One more season. Yet again, Rain has left the session, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. That's the second person to leave. We've got JLB, first hot lap of the day at the Bahrain circuit in Bahrain. What's the track called? I should know. I think I've just forgotten it. It's just flown out of my mind. 15 corners around the season opener. It's a mixed relations track. Turn at 12 is the killer. If you get on that curb, at least in old F1 games, the turn actually that we've just gone through here with JLB, if you get on that curb or at turn 12, you will find yourself spinning around. In the old games, on this game, not so much. It's pretty good. JLB about to cross the line and set the benchmark lap time with Coys right behind him, right up his gearbox. Yeah, it sets a 130, not great. Coys sets a 128.9. That's the benchmark time. Coys is a competitive driver, as we've seen in past seasons. Next across the line will be the Mercedes, I think. I've totally no progress at 130.1, so the 30s aren't bad. Luke, who's a new driver, gets a 130.8. Not bad as well, but no one's come anywhere near that 128.9 of Coys, so he's off to a flyer at the start of this season. Jack Perry crossing the line with a 130.2. Mark crossing the line with a 140.2, so I don't think that's a competitive lap time at all. The Haas of Catet, or Catet, I don't know, mate. New driver as well, crossing the line with a 129.2, 3 tenths off Coys. Martin in the Alfa Romeo, he's also new with a 129.6. Gazelle with a 129.7, but still only 3 tenths. 3 tenths is the closest we've come to Coys' lap time. The times are now tumbling on the board. People are desperate to put some rubber down on the tarmac. Pleb Master 69, what a name. What a username that is, with a 130.3 and a Williams, he's new. Fubson in the Alpha Tauri with 130.7. Leves, Fubson's new, Leves is new, 131.6. Daniel D. Corbetti, Corbet. That is such a sick surname, I won't lie. Corbet really sounds like a proper racing name. Daniel, that's the same name as me actually. What a great name. Daniel, I don't know if I'm comfortable saying it. I might just say Corbetti, to be honest. Daniel Corbetti, 12 and 133 flat actually. Laurie, wow, these names are really these names sound competitive. You know what I mean? Laurie Soldier. I'm just gonna say Laurie. Amjaz. Everyone here is new except for Insiv, Rayner, JLB, Jack Perry, and he's relatively new anyway. Totally no pro, and Coys, who still has not been dethroned, and no one has come anywhere close to that really. We've got some more laps going around. Totally no pro, a 10th up on his time. So maybe he's giving it another go. Plebmaster, he's not on a competitive lap. Fubson is not on a competitive lap. Laurie, let's see. I don't think would be on a competitive lap, but I might be wrong. Let's see what his sector time is. I'm not sure. And Jazz yet to set in lap time. But that lap time is invalid anyway. Rayner, Kerwo and Insiv have not left the pits. And FGE, Jack, we'll just say Ajax, left the session before he could even start. Is there anyone, if there's anyone in chat who's new to this league, just tell me how to pronounce your name, even if it's something even really simple like Luke. I don't know how to pronounce that second bit, so I'll just end up calling you Luke. Just give me a shout on how to pronounce the name. Rogue Vermin. Wait, Rogue Vermin, which one? Who are you? And hello, sorry for bothering you. Okay. That's just a chat bot. 12 people in chat. Wow, this new league is it's not a new league, but it's the new influx in drivers in the league. As we've got Jazz doing donuts there. You won't be able to pronounce my surname. Are you Luke? Fair enough, mate. I'm not even gonna try. Try and keep my dignity and also try not to be offensive, and I'm just not gonna try. Gazelle, I think, said, how are we going, mate? Going good. I'm quite ill at the moment. You might have seen in the Discord. I've got a really bad cold. But I'm happy to be here because I normally miss the opening races, so I'm really happy that I'm able to commentate the start of the season. I love doing that. Fubson's just putting a better lap time, improved by second, puts himself up to 5th. But other than, the cold is not great, to be honest. I do feel really, really ill. I don't sound it at the moment, but my nose is blocked. I feel very dizzy, but we're just going to firm it because I have passion for the sport. Yeah, same. It's my first league race in 4 years. Keep it clean, mate. Don't make a bad reputation for yourself. No, well, thanks for choosing Aurora because, honestly, it's a pretty shocking story about how this league was doing. I've commentated this league. This will be my 5th or 6th kind of season here now. It's a bit all over the place. I'm not 100%, but Horatio can't join back. This is my first league. This is my first league race period. Oh, right, okay. I got what you're saying. I'm thankful to anyone who joined basically and just Rayner's back. JLB goes slowly, getting in the way of the McLaren there. Loads of new people. Rayner, that is. Wait, what was I'm seeing things. Yeah, I didn't really know who to watch. I'm not sure if anyone's on a lap. Jazz has been doing donuts and hasn't been able to set a lap time. Unfortunately for him, Fubson's already set a lap. Jack Perry is just. I'm Rayner. Oh! Rayner, I actually knew that as well. I don't know why I forgot. I was going to say Horatio. I know that's not. Yeah, my bad, Rayner. That is. Yeah, I just completely forgot your first name was Horatio. Are you actually if you're having difficulties joining back, it said you joined back before, but did it not work? Obviously there's nothing I can do on my end, but if you, I can put something in the Discord. You can, I don't know. Jack Perry's come to a stop down the run up to turn 10. Turn 10, difficult one on this. If you go in too late, you'll end up in the wall. If you go too early, you'll end up just going right over the curve. You really got to get turn 10 pretty bang on. Gazelle ready to start their lap. Husband into the pits. Levis has just started a lap. So let's see what the Williams driver can do then. We'll ride on board with the Williams driver. Now, I have this ongoing problem where the game's too loud and you can't hear me very well when we're riding on board with a driver. Can someone just give me a shout on how easy it is to hear me? Because I'll try and minimise the amount we ride on board with people if it's difficult to hear what I'm saying. Because I don't want to be shouting all the time. When we are riding on board, I'll try and raise my voice. Improvement in the first sector by just under a tenth there, but ran wide. Manages to keep it in. Coy says he can hear me fine. That's great news. Yeah, I'm going to be coughing a lot and sneezing quite a bit through this stream, so ignore that. Twitch on the rear from Leves then. On the run down to turn 10. See what I mean? He took that quite nicely, but he was really slow, and I think he's aborted this lap time. Ooh, Twitchy on the rear there for the Haas of Daniel D. Corbetti. Trying to get a slipstream off of the Williams driver there on the left-hand side of that straight. Up to turn 11, which is that left-hander, into turn 12. Let's see what Corbetti can do. Tries to avoid the apex, and doing so he runs wide. I'm surprised that didn't invalidate his lap time, to be honest. Well, it did. Never mind, his lap time did get invalidated at some point there. And on the run down to 14, then 15. Yep, only 15 corners around the track here at Sakir. And as the actual real F1 season comes to an end in real life, Aurora Racing League is just beginning, and this is one message I have to every driver. Martin's on a lap time. He's P4 currently with a 129.6. Let's see if he can put himself any closer to Coy's. Crosses the line. It's good enough for a 129.1, pretty much. It's not good enough for first, but it is a lot closer to Coy's than anyone else has come. Good lap time from the Alfa Romeo driver. But is it going to be enough to dethrone Coy's? Plebmaster has crossed the line, shaved 7 tenths off his lap time and moved up to 5th. Gazelle about to cross the line, 2 tenths up on his time. Where's this going to put him? The Aston Martin driver goes to P5, demotes Plebmaster to P6. The Aston Martin in the top 5 then. How long will that stand as Plebmaster has managed to spin it around? Got to be careful when rejoining. No one was near him, so he's fine. Anyone else to watch? Soldier, 3 tenths down, going through 10. Leves, we saw him before. Is he still on a push lap? I'm not 100%. Corbetti, we saw him before, going very slowly, aborting a lap. We'll stay with Leves because he will be the next to cross the line. Is this a push lap from the Williams? Well, we'll wait and see as he goes through the penultimate and final corners, because technically there's a turn in. That initial corner is turn 14, and then the little flick around, there's a very slight flick around at the end, and that's 15. Leves finds himself in 11th, did shave half a second off his time, and Ern is back. I wondered if he was going to be in the stream. I should never have doubted him. Welcome back, Ern. Good to see you. Not in the race as per usual, but in the Twitch chat instead. If you don't know, well, most people won't. Ern is in I'd say pretty much. He's been in every single stream, I think, from last season. Yeah, I call him Ern at Sky Race Control. Rayner, first competitive lap time, good enough for 4th. Catet has left the session. That's not good. That's our P3 contender. That's our P1 contender, pretty much. That's one of them at least out. Rayner, first competitive lap, lands him a 129.2. Coy's has not set another lap time yet, but he is on his out lap. A full grid, it's incredible. Yeah, that's what I thought. Coy's is about to start his lap. Plebmaster's retired from the session. We've got yellows in every sector right now. I'm not sure how that one's happened. You should have a lot to commentate on. Yeah, well, that's good. Oh my lord, Rayner, what? I think Rayner's doing everything he can to get back to the pits, actually, by just cutting corners. And do you know what? I fully respect it. He wants to get that last lap in because he was hindered before by not being able to join the lobby. Rayner's going to need to do everything he can to get another lap in. Coy's, the current provisional pole sitter, has just started his final lap. of this session, I imagine, unless he scuffs this one up and goes again, which I don't think he'll do. Right, let's ride on board with him then. Out of turn 3 and onto this straightaway. You do get DRS all the way down to turn 4. That's probably your second best overtaking spot on the track, except maybe for that last straight before turn 14. Going through this S section, the car likes to lose its rear end at multiple parts here, but he keeps it nice and tidy. Beautifully done through there. On the run down to 9 and 10, both difficult corners. So 10's quite a difficult corner on this track. If you get the braking too late, you'll find yourself in a wall. Get it too early, you'll find yourself running way over the curb. But he's got that just right, and Coys has got a perfect, perfect run now down to the next turn, which is turn 11. Into this long left-hander. You can carry quite a bit of pace through there, as you saw. 105 miles an hour was the minimum he reached going through there. Then turn 12. Don't want to touch the curb too much, or the car could go spinning around and really ruin your day. But he doesn't, and he keeps it nice and clean. A bit twitchy, getting onto the curb a bit more than he probably would have wanted on the exit there. Down to the final 2 corners. 14 right there, and then 15 is just that little kink. And then down the straight, powering down. What's this going to be from the McLaren driver? It is an improvement by about a tenth of a second. Gets him a 128.8. That could be enough for pole. Can anyone deny him? Here's the Alpine of Kerwo. I think he's put himself up there in 5th. Is he on another lap? I don't think he is. I'd really doubt it. It doesn't look like he's going very fast. Yeah, I think it's safe to say the Alpine's not on a hot lap. The Mercedes is totally no pro. About to start his final lap. Gazelle about to start his final lap. There is still a bit of contention. Rayner's called it a day. He can't get any better than 4th now, because there is no way he's getting out of the pits. Kerwo, not a competitive lap. Oh my lord. You can tell it's my first race back in a while. Not a competitive lap time because he has invalidated it. Totally no pro. Into turn 4. I think I need a water before commentating this. Purple sector 1 from Totally No Pro. Is he here to snatch it at the last moments in qualifying? The Mercedes driver could do just that. Starting sector 2, we're going to ride on board with the silver arrow. That isn't very silver at the moment, it's black. Into turn 10. Getting the turning good, getting the power down as early as he can, keeping the car straight. Yeah, it's a really good exit. Martin, by the way, he's on another lap. A guy in 2nd place, he could also take it off Coys. The sector 2, is it going to be purple for Totally No Pro? If it is, yeah it is. 3/10 up on his time now, and he really could dethrone Coys from that top spot in the depths of qualifying. What can the Mercedes driver do? Can he do everything he needs to do and snatch it right at the end? He's going to put the power down to the line. He gets a little slipstream from the Williams in front of him, and he does. He takes pole by just under a tenth of a second, a 128.790. Great lap time, but Martin is powering down to the final 2 corners, 14 and 15. Can he snatch it right at the end? We'll have to wait and see. Just now needs to get the power down to the line. Martin, on his debut, it's only good enough for 3rd. Unless someone else can take it, which they can't. Still a good lap time. Was an improvement, but not improvement enough to dethrone Totally No Pro. Coy's had it right until the very end. And then Totally No Pro swooped in and took it all away. A great lap from the Mercedes driver, and that gets him pole for the race. A very entertaining qualifying session for the opening race of the season. That's exactly what you want, and the American does take pole right at the last gasps of qualifying by 0.09 of a second. It was a good lap in a pressure circumstance. Martin, good enough for 3rd on his debut as well. Really good performance by him. But the 2 old timers, Totally No Pro and Coys, sat there at 1 and 2. Catet he left the session. I'm not sure if he'll be in it. Hopefully he will for the race. The Haas driver was fourth. Did look like he could have contended for that pole position, but unfortunately he got disconnected. Rayner joined really late because he was having problems joining the session. Kerwo 6th, Jack Perry 7th. And I'll read you out the rest of the grid in a second. Question is, to the people who are watching the stream right now, will we have a clean turn 1? There's 19 drivers, 19 cars going into one corner at once. Do we think? By the way, this is Andrew's first pole in Aurora Racing League. Doubt it, says Ern. That's a great. This is why we love Ern in the chat. He literally is Sky Race Control. How does he know that start? I've got no idea. Totally No Pro's first pole in the league. He's been here for a while as well. Congratulations to him on the first race. The formation lap. The green lights are on. And we're underway for the formation lap. Put the lap data on. That should be good. Let's have a look at the tyres actually. Right. The majority of people opting for the mediums. The other half opting for the softs. And 2 drivers, Martin and Plebmaster, opting for the hards. So a variety of strategies here should make for an interesting race. Totally No Pro then. First pole for the league. Didn't know that. Good performance by him. Then Coy's second. Good drive from him. Just slightly outperformed by the Mercedes driver. Martin. Great debut to get up to third. Cadet in the Haas. Could have been better if he basically didn't get disconnected or whatever happened to him. So unfortunate for him, but fourth is still great. Rayner could have been better if he hadn't have not been allowed to join the session. Whatever happened there, I'm not too sure. Kerwo, great performance from him on the Xbox for his first race in the league. Jack Perry back again. He had a very short stint and he's all the way at the back of the pack in his Red Bull. He should be in 7th. Gazelle on his debut 8th. Plebmaster 9th. And Fubson rounds out the top 10. All 3 of those names I just read out are new to the league. I'm not going to be reading chat right now, so if you are saying anything, I will probably miss it. JLB 11th. I think he'll be disappointed with that, to be honest. He knows that there's more out there, just not his qualifying session. Insiv, again, 12th. He'll probably be a bit disappointed with himself, but there's plenty of positions to be gained in this race. If you can keep your car out of any trouble, out of crashes, then you should manage to gain quite a few positions. Luke down in 13th in the Ferrari. Williams of Leves in 14th. Then the Ferrari of Laurie in 15th. So Ferrari 13th and 15th. Not a great qualifying session for them, but as I said, there's moves to be made in the race as Mark goes spinning around in the back there. And takes loads of people with him actually. Loads of people get disqualified for that. And Daniel D. Corbetti rounds out the back of the grid. With a name like Daniel D. Corbetti, you just can't be. You can't be at the back. But it's his first qualifying session, obviously. You know, it doesn't really matter. I am just joking. What I'm not joking about is my excitement for this league to be underway finally after a long break and the last season getting called off. We're back again, lined up on the grid. 19 drivers from all across the world joining together on their Saturday nights, mornings or afternoons for an online race as the Haas is struggling to get into its grid spot. A brand new season, a brand new dawn for Aurora Racing League. The lights are on ahead of us for the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go for the first time this season. The Mercedes gets away well. The McLaren covered off straight away. Into turn 1 we go. Is there going to be any major position changes? No, the Mercedes keeps his foot in first place. Coy's behind though. Is going to get a run down to turn 4. There could be a change in the lead here. Will Coy's go for it? No, he won't. He'll just tuck him behind. The Haas of Cadet making up a move on Martin, who's dropped to 5th. And still dropping, I think, maybe, as Jack Perry gets ahead of him, and so does Kerwo. So down to 6th now is Martin. Up ahead, actually, Koiz is all over the back of Totally No Pro already, not giving him any space whatsoever. Reina drops to 8th from the start, bad start from him. Gazelle up to 7th because of that. JLB up to 9th. Daniel D. Corbett up to 14th, which is really quite impressive. Off the start, and we have Ams Jazz is stopped quite far back, actually, just out of turn 4. He was stopped. Koiz making a move for the lead whilst I was looking. I apologise. Down the inside he went and gets the move into turn 11. Not really your normal overtaking zone there, but caught Totally No Pro completely by surprise and got ahead. He takes to the inside to try and stop Totally No Pro getting by, but Totally No Pro has got the slipstream. He's got the pace. Will he send it into turn 14? No, he won't. He's going to wait for the move into turn 1. He's going to get a lovely slipstream down this straight, and this will possibly be another lead change. Koiz with the fastest lap, managing to make up the position that he lost in qualifying right at the end. But Totally No Pro is going to come right back at him, trying to get round the outside, but it's not going to work. And he just has to tuck him behind. Good lap 1 from Koiz, considering. And now Totally No Pro has to try again. He's going to go to the outside yet again, but he's not going to be able to make that move work. He's just got to tuck him behind and maybe wait for the DRS. But if Koiz can pull away, he's doing himself a massive favour. Catet just behind these two, maybe looking for an opportunity like that where Totally No Pro just goes a little bit wide and Catet can slide in and take a place from one of these two front gunners. As we look down the grid, Kerwo up to 4th, Jack Perry back to 5th. Gazelle in 6th. That's really good from Gazelle to get to 6th from 9th, I think it was. Martin in 7th. JLB in 8th. Reina in 9th. He has not had a great start for his standards at all. Martin not having a great start either, from 3rd all the way down to 7th. Something's gone wrong there. For the Alfa Romeo driver, the two Alfa Romeos right next to each other. JLB making moves up to 8th. From the start, he'll be pleased with that one, I think. 12th to 8th, I believe it is. And here comes Totally No Pro yet again, right on board, getting the slipstream down the main straight. Is he going to send it into turn 1? He's too far back to think of a move there. Going through this quite technical section of the track where it is quite easy to lose your rear end if you get too excited on the throttle. DRS open for Totally No Pro, crucially. Is this DRS going to be enough to get past Koiz? No, it's not. You can just see these cars are managing to stick really close together. Everyone down to Reina is within a second of the car ahead. We've got a really nice train going on here. No room for error whatsoever. Kerwo all over the back of Catet. Catet might have to watch out. This heli shot, by the way, yeah, Ern pointed it out as well. I love these helicopter shots. They're perfect for when everyone's like this. You can see the people locking up actually into turn 10. It is a difficult corner. You tend to see a lot of lockups. Right, DRS open for everyone except Koiz here, but no move going to be made there. Back, Reina does get past JLB though. Moves himself up to 8th. So the two Alfa Romeos separated now. Totally No Pro though still struggling to find a move past Koiz. We're going to stick with this battle though, because I think that Totally No Pro will be able to get a move done as Laurie gets past Jack and Jack Perry. I think Jack Perry, yeah, he's had a problem on the exit and is retiring from the session because of it. I'm not sure if that was a rage quit or what. But yeah, DRS open then for Totally No Pro. He's a bit of a way back, but the DRS is really powerful down this straight. He got a nice run. Is he going to go and try it around the outside into turn 1? Yes, he is. Can he stick the maneuver? He's alongside Koiz. Is he ahead? Koiz is just about hanging on to the lead, but DRS again for Totally No Pro. He does go past. Catet might be able to go past as well. Koiz is going to defend the inside line. And looking at the rear, he's just about stopped the Haas driver from getting through as well. But Koiz used his DRS to get past, and that is perfect for him because he is now in the lead and the safety car's out just after it. Catet goes running wildly off the track as well, losing quite a few positions down to 7th. I'm not sure what happened there. And I'm not sure why we've got the safety car out. If I can have a look, does anyone have damage? Yes, they do. It's the Haas of Daniel D. Corbetti. So we saw a penalty handed out to Plebmaster, I think it was. Did he cause a collision between the two? I'm not entirely sure. But we have a safety car now. That will go on for a little bit. Ern, shall I run downstairs and grab myself a drink? Because my voice is starting to feel it. There's a Red Bull missing a wing too. You might be right. Let me find it. Yeah, Mark. In the pits. Jack Perry out. It's not a great day for the Red Bulls, which you don't say a lot in a real F1. But yeah, not a great opening day for the Red Bulls so far. The AlphaTauri down in 18th. The Red Bull family as a whole is only 11th. There you saw Jazz facing the complete wrong way. Fubsen has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That's not good for him. So that gets even worse for the AlphaTauris. And people pitting now. So Kerwell and Coy's taking advantage of the safety car, getting into the pits. So they will lose a few less positions as we caught up to the safety car. I'm just gonna run and get myself a can of Coke. Andrew faked an entrance into the pitch. Yeah, I thought he'd swerved across. I was wondering if he'd done that. Did he bait Coys into the pits? If so, that was actually genius. Right, I'm gonna go and get a drink. Hopefully, this safety car lasts for a bit longer. I'm back. Inform me. Has anything interesting happened? Race control have given Amjad. Whew, has 5-second time penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. Let's have a look at the penalties actually. I'm talking to Andrew, says Owen. Right, so Fubsen still needs to serve the drive-through. Leves has a 5-second. Plebmaster has 15 seconds worth of penalties. Mark and Amjad have 5 seconds. You can tell I'm not well because I've just walked up and down stairs and now I'm out of breath. It's a concerning situation I'm in right now. Let's have a look at the changes. So Jack Perry obviously out of the race, starting from 7th, so he's lost 12 positions. Unfortunate for the Red Bull driver. Totally No Pro has stayed where he was at the start. Gazelle, I mean, people are pit in front of him, but to get from 8 to 2nd within basically 3 laps of racing, it's really quite impressive. 4 laps of racing maybe. So Gazelle, great start there. 6 positions gained. Martin stationary. Rayner has moved up 1. Catet has moved down 1. He was not helped by the fact that he went miles and onto the rubble actually. At one point when the safety car first came out. You're a rock star, mate. Best commentator. Cheers, Mickey. Shame you're not in the race actually. But no, good to see you in the chat. I'm not sure what happened to Catet. I think he's just basically gone and ran off into the rubble, into the gravel, sorry. When the safety car came out, and he lost quite a few positions there. Lap 6, and we have 5 people with pens. Minions, good to see you. You never ever race, but you're rapid. You'd win the league if you were there every race. 11 people watching. I guess that's because we're under the safety car right now. JLB gained 5 positions. Coy's dropped 5 positions, but that's because he pitted. So did Kerwo. He was in a good position before, but he pit and is now down at 8th, just behind Coy's. Luke's made up 4 positions. Levers has made up 4 positions. Ajax made up 8 positions. Fubson has lost 2, and he's got that drive-through still to serve. Laurie has made 2. Insiv has lost 2. Cobetti has gained 1. Plebmaster has lost 7, and Amjaz gets another time penalty. Cheers, mate. No worries. It's just quite impressive to get to 6th from 8th. I mean, some pit stops would have helped you, but still pretty impressive nevertheless. And Mark and Amjaz, oh my lord, Amjaz, there we go, have, yeah, they have stayed where they were at the start. Safety car shouldn't be lasting much longer. This is a really interesting angle, actually, of turn 10. There's like half a minute of pens. Let me have a check. 5, 5, 15, 5 drive through. Yeah, it's not great. It does kind of frustrate me how many penalties people get. I think I might leave it on that. I thought it was quite protruding. I used to think it's quite protruding on the screen, but to be honest, it just adds like an extra few pixels. But I do think it. I do still think it looks. I don't know. It's something in my head. It just looks far out. I don't know how to describe it. Right. Safety car in this lap. So Totally No Pro is going to back the grid up, let the safety car go back to the pits, and then he's going to floor it at some point between the start line and right where he is now, and try and leave this grid in the dust. Gazelle behind him, can he judge the launch and try and get a run down into turn 1? We'll have to wait and see. Green flags are being waved, and Totally No Pro is gone. So he's put the throttle to the floor. Gazelle has anticipated it pretty well, and is now going to follow him to the inside and then the outside. Lots of weaving going on there from Gazelle, from Totally No Pro, to try and stop Gazelle from getting any sort of a slipstream, and it worked. But was it excessive weaving? He runs really deep into turn 1 as well. Gazelle might have a chance, you know, going into turn 4. Slipstream all the way down the straight. He is going to be too far back though. But yeah, that did seem like excessive weaving from the Mercedes driver. But I'm not too sure. Looking further back, Coys is already all over the back of JLB. Coys and Kerwo both moved up quite a few places there, and Rayner finds himself 7th. So yeah, Coys does make his way past JLB. Plebmaster gets a penalty, and Marks left the session. JLB then passed by the McLaren, who seems to be on a bit of a rampage, and this is Martin all over the back of Gazelle, but I don't think he's going to make a move into turn 11 because it's pretty much a pointless move. You'll either get squeezed or you'll possibly cause a collision. It won't work out most times, but if you can get it to work, then go for it. But not on lap 8 of a 29 lap Grand Prix. Martin then down the straight. He's on the back of Gazelle. Coys is on the back of Martin. No one's going to make any overtake though, but they're all going to be very compact down this main straight. To turn 1 we go. Martin might be able to just pull out and get past Gazelle, and he is going to do that right now. But here comes Coys. Can Coys get past 1 and 2 drivers? He's going to go for it down the inside into turn 1. Martin going for the switchback, but it doesn't work, and that's a brilliant move from Coys in the McLaren. That was a full send on both cars, a double overtake. That is crucial for this race. He's pit, and he's just 1.5 seconds behind the guy that didn't pit. Mate, we've got another safety car, ladies and gentlemen. It was just getting interesting as well. What a move, though, from Coys. The double overtake, that is really, really impressive. But alas, all good things must come to an end. And that is the safety car. Safety car has done more laps of this race than Jack Perry. There you go. Little stat for you. I'm not 100% sure on why there was a safety car either. Let's have a look for damage. Nothing on the Alpha top. Right, okay. That might be a reason. The front wing is completely off that Williams. That might be the reason. I think some new drivers maybe not used to league race. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, there is quite a few people who said in chat that this is their first ever league race. Someone said this is first in 4 years. Into the pits goes Totally No Pro. Interestingly, so does Coys. Plebmaster gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. How much of the corner did he cut? Oh my lord. Hard onto that Mercedes. Let's see what Coys gets on. Coys is on the mediums. So, different strategies there. Manna from heaven. A message from Andrew. Not exactly sure what he means like that. No, I was trying to decode that one as well, decrypt that one. Yeah, I'm not not 100% on what Totally No Pro means by that comment, but some forget the pit assist is off. 5-second time penalty, yeah. To be fair, not too many got one, but I mean, I always get scared when I'm going into the pits because I like to, on my career modes, I have it turned off and I just drive full speed into the pits because I don't know, I just can't be bothered slowing down. But it is funny. Sometimes in online races, I'm really cautious when I'm going into the pits, just in case. Right, Kerwo will be leading us off the restart, incredibly. The Alpine driver not doing too badly for himself there, up in first. Under the safety car, that is. We'll have a look at people's tyres then. Have a look at people's stops. Everyone has stopped this race. Kerwo's on 5-lap-old hard, so they should last him quite a little bit longer. Ajax 6-lap-old mediums, and so is everyone below him up to Soldier. Corbetti's on 5-lap-old softs, so they aren't going to last him very long. He'll have to pit sooner rather than later. Luke's on 7-lap-old mediums, Totally No Pro, and everyone below him is on fresh hards or mediums. What he means by manna from heaven is that the safety car saved him. I didn't read that last bit, but yeah, okay. I think I see where you're coming from. Yeah, lots of fresh tyres. All the way down. Rayner on the softs, that's interesting. Rayner has been kicked by the game 2 times. AI's messed him up. Hope we see him higher by the end. Kicked from the game twice. Rayner, the problem is Rayner lives in Chile, doesn't he? I know he's Argentinian, but he lives in Chile and his internet's just like, he used to host the servers and that's why they never used to work. I think he's just got like the EA servers are just horrible in wherever he's from. The game is garbage. I think you should expect disconnects. Yeah, but I think it is also down to his geographic location. GG's, Andrew's race is gone. His pit crew forgot to change the wing because it got damaged. Do you think I could get to the end on these hards? He's lucky we invite him back in. Sorry, I'm reading 3 messages at once there. So Gazelle, he is in 9th on hards. Will have probably get racing again on lap 12 or 13. That means that he's going to have to make around 16 laps on the hard tyres. I definitely think it's doable. That is what the hard tyres are there for. I think you could. I think it's worth the risk. But you will be very slow by the end, and you need to kind of get up the order if you really want it to work out. You need to be close to people. I think I might as well try. I back it. No, I think it's a good idea. I just think loads more people diving into the pits. Daniel Corvetti and Rayner. Antonio Pro as well. He's switching the front wing. I think the race is really not happening for him. Yeah, that is the only thing I would say. Yeah, there will be another safety car. There probably will. So I'd hold up for a safety car. I shouldn't be giving tips, by the way. I'm the commentator. I'm meant to be unbiased, but I'm just going to make it more fun, aren't I? Wait for the safety car, because there probably will be one. And if there isn't, the strategy could still work. Hold out on the hards, then switch, depending on how late it is. I mean, if it's in, like, if you get to, like, 20... If it's lap 20 and the safety car comes out, I'd whack the softs on. The reason why I do that is because then you get 3 laps, 2 laps under the safety car. You've only got to do 5 laps on soft tyres. 6 laps on soft tyres. You'll be rapid. If it's before lap 20, I'd probably go for the mediums. Rayner pit again, 1 lap on soft under the safety car. Yeah, what's that all about as well? I don't think he meant to put the softs on. I think he went for the mediums. Anyway, he's got the mediums on. Thanks, mate. There should be a few more safety cars. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's what you get with league racing. I mean, safety. Honestly, the amount of hours I've got on this game, I would love to see the amount of hours I've just spent spectating safety cars. I've probably spent quite a few, and I'm not even joking. It is depressing as a commentator. Or maybe to have the mandatory tyres. Did he start on softs? He might have. Maybe. I'm not. No. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. Safety car is in this lap then. Lap 12. We're gonna get racing once again. Kerwo, surprisingly, is going to be the one who leads us away at the start. He's going to back the pack up. You can see the rear wing of that Alpine, the BWT sponsorship, which I honestly think ruined the car. I love the Alpine livery in 2021. That's irrelevant though. Medium, soft, medium, yeah, I understand. Maybe. Oh, he's gone, but he bottomed out. He lost the rear end a little bit. On the restart, that gives Ajax a huge opportunity now, maybe, to try and get him going into turn 1. There could be a switch of the lead, and there is, straight away, down the inside. The Mercedes driver is going to go. The Alpine tries to hang it out around the outside, and he is going to hang it out around the outside. This is great defending from Kerwo, and he does stay ahead. But is it only for a short period of time, because back comes Ajax into turn 4. He's going to go back down the inside. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. There's a little bit of contact there from both drivers. And there's another safety car. Guys, Ajax managed to get ahead. And there's another safety car. Why is there another safety car? Oh, it was off the start, wasn't it? I think, was it Pledmaster and Jazz came together maybe? Was there a crash? Oh, we had just a great start. No. Ah, Rayner's left again. I think we should have reduced safety cars, and I'm not even joking. I'm just gonna. Oh no! Oh, race director can sometimes crash like the whole stream and everything. If you go on that, so that was a mistake. Rules and flags, is it, or is it simulation settings? Safety car. It's not here. Hold up. Rules and flags. Safety car. Standard. I think we should put it on reduced, because it is a joke. I mean, come on. We got to turn 5. We just come out of turn 4, And by the time we reached turn 5, there was another safety car. We got 5 corners. Reduced is basically no. Yeah, I'd rather have no safety cars than a safety car every 5 corners, and I'm not being funny. Literally, we got 5 turns in, and there was another safety car. I think it's ridiculous. Now we've got to sit here again for another 3 laps for probably the same thing to happen again. A lot of people pitting. Well, I say a lot of people, not really that many people, but a few people. I'm just going to get the tyre details off now, because nothing's going to change there. Are there red flags? It's a valid point. Reduce safety car. Reduce give safety car, but not for 1 car. Yeah. Exactly. The problem is, some guy lost his front wing before, and it just put a safety car out. It takes like 5 cars to crash. I'd honestly rather it be like that, because it is ridiculous. I don't know what happened, but it's just, the problem is people are so unpredictable in online racing. Online racing, you don't have your life at stake, so people are gonna drive more dangerous, they'll take more risks because there's nothing at stake in online racing. Even if you win Aurora Racing League, all it is just a name at the top of a leaderboard of other names. I used to have my career modes on reduced. There was barely any, and there was big crashes. But it's AI. That's AI. They don't tend to make big crashes and bring out safety cars. I like to have it on increase for my ones like that, because there's more chance of getting a safety car, and you barely get safety cars anyway in career mode. But in league racing, it's very different. I really hate. Sorry, I really don't like safety cars, especially not in league racing. I like it sometimes when the pack's spread out, but we just got off another safety car and they put another one in. I have mods installed so AI crashes more often. It's actually more fun and realistic. Yeah, well, unfortunately you can't do that on PlayStation. That's still cool though. Reina has returned. Let me see, sorry, if we have red flags on. No, we don't, they're off. You can't do anything on PlayStation, they're so expensive, so sensitive. Can you do much on Xbox? The thing is with mods, it's just like it's kind of difficult to really set up on PlayStation. It's a lot easier for mods to work on PC than I think it would be for PlayStation. I don't know, never owned one. Right. 8 people watching. We're under another safety car. I think, how many laps have we had under the safety car? I mean, there's multiple. This is just crazy. You can't install mods on PS4 at all. No, you can't install anything on PlayStation at all. I mean, it's strictly just. But I kind of prefer it that way. I mean, obviously, there's some mods that would be much more fun. You can change liveries on PC, whatever. That is cool. I don't know. I play enough games that keep me entertained to the point where I don't need mods. I wish it would just be a red flag every time, so that we're not waiting about. Yeah, the only reason why I don't think that broadcast safety car is an option, because you can't change your tyres. I wish. Yeah, I really don't like the whole safety car procedure thing. It just takes ages and ages and ages. I know it's meant to be realistic, but yeah, it's very instant. It's very simple to install mods on your PC. Just download it and it's straight. Yeah, exactly. Broadcast is no, I agree. Broadcast is not good. It's not the way forward, but neither is immersive. Because if you're having safety cars if we have another safety car, I'm going to lose it. I've never sworn on one of these streams before, and I never will, guys. I never will. But I might mute the mic and swear, because it's pretty bad. Oh, I can't be dealing with so many safety cars. Right. The Mercedes of Ajax, right? The Mercedes of Jack managed to overtake. He's not gone yet. He's really holding this pack up. He didn't make an overtake But he has gone now. He made the overtake on Kerbo. Oh, big spin at the back there. Big crash, actually, at the back there. Don't be another safety car, I'll lose it. Nothing really happening into turn 1, but down the inside of Insiv, Coys goes, and he gets that move done. Martin, I'm not doing anything, I don't know why he said his name. Safety car, no, I don't think so. Luke being put under pressure from the Aston Martin, and Coys is up to P2, getting past Kerwo. And through the S's, Coys might even be able to get past the Mercedes, and yes, he is. That's, well, nearly. That's what he tried. Down the inside, though, completely faking out the Mercedes of Ajax, and now Kerwo gets past him as well. Kerwo could go down the inside on Coys, but I don't think... Yes, he nearly tried it. He definitely considered it, but Coys is too quick, and he's just gone from 4th all the way up to 1st in the space of a few corners. That was a really impressive restart from the McLaren driver. We saw Catet, I think it was, spinning around in the background off the restart. Maybe Fubson as well. Maybe not Catet, maybe it was Fubson and Leves having difficulties at the restart. And Coys will start to pull away as he is just a quicker driver. Last to first. Rayner, let's go. That's a funny comment, to be fair. What I also noticed is there's no Mikhail. Has he left the lead? I hope he hasn't. Bit of fighting going on. Martin getting past Insiv. Also looking maybe to try and get past the Mercedes of Ajax into turn 1. He goes down the inside. Is he going to make it work? No, he's not. And he has actually just invited Insiv back down the inside. He's going to hold it, though. Going through. And he is going to be able to get past Ajax into turn 4. He got the run. And he does get it down the inside. Oh, Ajax tries to hold it around the outside, but it's not going to happen. And Martin gets up to P3. Totally No Pro is up to 5 with Insiv behind him. He's just overtaken. Rayner is also going to make his way around the outside of the McLaren driver. And he does get that move done as Gazelle is going to go around the outside of the Aston Martin. It's a slaughter. And it's all against Insiv. He's dropping back more as down the inside on his teammate. Totally No Pro. They do make contact there, and they make contact again. Turn 10. That is not where you normally see an overtake. But he somehow made it stick. And he does get that position. He's invited Rayner to attack his teammate as well. And Rayner will get past the Mercedes driver. And now Gazelle is going to try his luck. Down the inside. Around at turn 12. That's bold, but it's brilliant from the Aston Martin. That was some brilliant driving from everyone there. Really impressive stuff. Great move by Gazelle. Great move by Totally No Pro. Basically, at the cost of his teammate, really. Kerwo gets the fastest lap. Interesting there. Quite impressive. And Ajax diving into the pits. Did he pick up damage? I'm not sure. JLB then up to 7th. And FG Ajax will find himself quite far down the grid. Did he get damage? I'm not 100% sure. Here's Kerwo, and he's got some pace here that we hadn't seen before, because all of a sudden he's putting Coys under quite a bit of pressure, and he's got the fastest lap. This is a battle I think I want to stick with for a little while. We've got a really big group of cars right at the back there that I want to have a look at, but this little battle is for first. This season might be Coys' season. Well, it's too early to tell. Mikhail's not even in it at the moment. He's not even raced yet. And Rayner got internet issues, so yeah, you can't really say, but possibly. Kerwo, DRS on the McLaren driver, but no move there. Into turn 13 they go onto that straight. There's no DRS, but there is a really healthy slipstream that you're going to get, and it's going to give you a massive helping hand onto turn 14, where you're going to ultimately get DRS, and the Alpine driver is ready to make his move. 5/10 back coming out of the corner. Is the DRS going to bring him close enough? I don't think it is, but let's wait and see. DRS. He's gaining, but he brakes early and decides to not go for it there. Gets a much better run, a better exit. out of turn 1. And now on the run down to turn 4 with DRS again. He's all over the back of Koiz. He moves to the outside. Is there going to be a change in the lead? Yes, there is. Kerwo does get the move, but Koiz fights back. Does he go a bit deep? No, he doesn't. It's a really good defensive move there from Koiz to just about keep himself at the top of the timings. Really good stuff. Really good battle between these two. And Kerwo just has to settle a little bit. He's got to be careful as well. Martin's got a bit of pace and he's starting to show it right behind Kerwo, so he's got to watch out because, well, he really could get overtaken by the Alfa Romeo driver if he's not careful. But that was Kerwo's opportunity, and it might have gone a begging there as Koiz just manages to keep ahead by the merest of margins. Yeah, this little Haas Ferrari rivalry going on here with Luke spinning around at turn 12. What did I say about turn 12 being difficult? That's its first victim that I've seen all race. Right, DRS mainly for Martin because he's very close to the back of Totally No Pro here. No, very close to the back of Kerwo, sorry. But he isn't able to get the move because Kerwo gains too much on Koiz. No move there though. But can Kerwo get past Koiz on the run down to turn 4? I think he might be a bit too far back, but we'll have to wait and see. He's gaining, but he isn't going to send anything. Luke gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Levis is retired from the session. If this goes as a safety car, I'm going to lose it. Please don't. Please don't. Ooh, the Williams is moving. It's stuck on turn 11. Don't. Please don't give us a safety car. He's been cleared and no safety cars come out, thankfully. DRS then for Kerwo. Down on the run down to 11. This is not really an overtaking spot, but the Alpine is very close to the back of the McLaren now. If he can just stick within maybe 5 tenths, he's going to have a really good shot of an overtake sooner rather than later. And he's stuck really nicely behind the Papaya Orange machine that's just driving its way through this circuit. Kerwo in the slipstream. Oh, he's very, very close. And now 3 tenths, 3.5 tenths back. Surely there is an overtake coming for the Alpine driver. Koiz knows it. Pulls to the right hand side. Kerwo goes flying past and into the lead of the race. But for how much longer? Because Koiz is going to be able to get a DRS boost down this next straight, down to turn 4. But I think he's too far back. Kerwo really went flying past on the straight. Maybe it would have been an idea for Koiz to just hold his position and force Kerwo to the inside to tighten up his line. There wasn't really anything he could do though. So unlucky for the McLaren driver. Good move though from Kerwo, and Martin just dropping off ever so slightly from this battle. Kerwo looks comfortable, and yeah, Martin's just about a second, just under a second behind. Totally No Pro not able to stick with them, but he is on a harder compound tyre. Rayner struggling to get past Totally No Pro. He is on the softer compound tyre, so he shouldn't be struggling really. But Totally No Pro does have the pace. He is on a different strategy as well. And remember, we can just have a look at the tyres now as nothing is really happening. Kerwo, 16-lap-old hard tyres. They are going to go off by the end. I don't know how he's got all of this pace on those hards. They are absolutely wrecked. But he's made it work. You can see Rayner on the 9-lap-old mediums. Totally No Pro on the 10-lap-old hards. They're going to be much better than the mediums, actually, I'd imagine. At the moment. Corbetti gets a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Koiz down the straight. Is he going to be able to make a move? Not quite this time round. Totally No Pro could still win this race because he is on the hard tyres. Martin and Koiz are both on the hard, mediums, and their tyres are the same age as Totally No Pro's. Koiz again, another dosage of DRS, but he can't get any closer. Do I retire in the pits? If you really want to retire, I would say drive into the pits, and as you're entering the pits, retire. Because otherwise you'll bring out a safety car. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Here comes Koiz around the outside. And Kerwo just kind of invites him, lets him through. Into turn 10 though, does Kerwo have something up his sleeve? He gets a DRS. Was this planned by the Alpine driver? He's not going to be able to make a move into 11. Well, unless he's absolutely mental. Yeah, Kerwo though, I think it was smart to not fight that, because he is going to be the one who benefits more from this actually. 5 tenths, if he can just stay in the slipstream, bring himself a little bit closer, he should be able to re-overtake Koiz. But you never know. 6.5, maybe 7 tenths back. Koiz diving into the pits. Interesting. Kerwo, 16 lap old hards. That would have been the time to pit really with Koiz. Instead he's going to be put under loads of pressure from Martin, and Totally No Pro, as I predicted, is coming back into this with those hard compound tyres. They have reached a good point now where they are faster than the majority of the grid. Here comes Totally No Pro on Martin. No move though. But there will be sooner rather than later. He's all over the back of that Alfa Romeo driver, and that Alfa Romeo driver is all over the back of the Alpine that currently leads this race. I think Kerwo would be really lucky to get a podium here, because his tyres are going to drop off a cliff. They'll be about 22 laps old, 23 laps old by the end of this race. That is not a good condition for your tyres to be in whatsoever. But he's going to stick it out and wait and see. He must be preying on a battle to break out between the Alfa Romeo and the Mercedes behind him. Koiz has taken a massive gamble by pitting. He's now in 8th with 6 laps to go and miles away from the lead. This is a huge gamble. Will we see it pay off? No doubt he's on the soft tyres. Here comes Totally No Pro on the Alfa Romeo. He's not going to try it into turn 14, as you know. I didn't suspect he would. He's going to wait for the DRS, get an absolutely brilliant exit, and there... No, I was going to say diving into the pits, but no, Kerwo bringing them to the right-hand side of the track, trying to break any slipstream, and there's Totally No Pro, indecisive on which way he's going to go down the inside, but he is down the inside of Martin, forcing him as wide as he can, and getting the move into second, and he will make light work of Kerwo, unless Martin can put him under some sort of pressure and try and go for a re-overtake, but I don't think that's going to happen, and Kerwo is in trouble now because Totally No Pro, despite being a second away, is on much better tyres than his competitor above him in the on the board. What am I even saying? Yellow flags in sector 3. That's the Ferrari that's gone around of possibly Luke. Within a second again, Totally No Pro on Kerwo does get the DRS. This is just not looking good for Kerwo at all. Totally No Pro is going to get closer and closer until he needs to pounce JLB. Close to Gazelle, but not close enough. Gazelle, the hard tyre strategy that we told him, seems to be doing all right at the moment for him. Totally No Pro, 8 tenths, 7 tenths behind Kerwo. This could end right here. He's going to get the slipstream down the straight. It'll be about 5 tenths going through the right-hander. He's going to earn a better exit. Better cornering speed. 6 tenths the gap. DRS. Maybe not here, but on the run down to turn 4, most certainly he's going to be able to go for a move. He might even go for it here. No, he doesn't, because that would be really, really ambitious. But he's all over the back of the Alpine driver. And there's not much more that Kerwo can do but just hope and pray. Koiz setting the fastest lap up to 7th. Ooh, Kerwo not overtaken by Totally No Pro this lap. He holds on for 1 lap longer. Totally No Pro does need to make this move. I don't think he'll be under pressure from Martin, but, you know, I mean, Koiz is on a rampage. I don't think he's fast. That was a really big gamble from Koiz, and I don't think it's going to pay off. He's miles behind these guys. He really needs to stop making some ground on these guys. And when I say making some ground, I mean 2 seconds a lap minimum. Lock up there, I think it was, from Totally No Pro. But he's 4 tenths behind Kerbo. This is looking increasingly worse for the Alpine. He might even try it into turn 11. He thinks the better of it, but he is all over the back, and he can make an overtake pretty much whenever he wants. We've got yellows in sector 1. That is Fuzzbin who's gone around in the AlphaTauri. We started with 19. We're down to 14 with 4 and a bit laps to go. Totally No Pro is going to be everywhere over this Alpine. He's going to choose to not make the overtake here because he just knows if he makes the overtake there, he gives Kerbo a chance to get back past him. He's not going to give him any bit of that chance. DRS open for the Mercedes driver. To the right hand side of the track he goes, and flying past the Alpine into turn 1, takes the lead of this race. And he has not been in the lead for a very long time, but he's back at the top step. And no matter how fast Coys is going, he's not going to be fast enough to catch these guys. That was a huge gamble that just never seemed like it was going to work. He might as well have gambled and just stayed out and seen what he could have done. Could have fought for the victory, could have defended Totally No Pro within an inch of his life, but no. Diving into the pits, and I just don't think it was the right call at all. Kerbo has managed to stick within 5 tenths, but I think that's mainly because of DRS. He's going to get another helping of DRS in a second, going through 10. Oh, big lock up there from Totally No Pro in front of him. DRS, I mean, that's crucial for Kerbo to stay anywhere near this battle. If Kerbo can get a podium out of this, I think he'll be happy. If he can get second, he'll be ecstatic. If he somehow wins it, then that's just incredible. He'll be living on cloud 9 at that point, because he's on 21 lap old hard tyres. Like I said before, they're going to be 24 laps old by the end of this race. I mean, it's just crazy. There's no way he should be second right now. I mean, it's a testament to how quick he can drive. And you know what? He's not even that far back from Totally No Pro, who, by the way, has just ran it really, really wide. Kerbo could retake the lead of the race. He's got DRS behind the Mercedes driver. To the right-hand side of the track he goes. Down the inside. He's going to retake the lead of the Grand Prix. Yes, he is. Can Totally No Pro do anything? Can he get a switchback going? No, he can't. On the run down to turn 4, he might have to send something. He's got DRS, though, has Totally No Pro. He made a massive hash of that move before into turn 1, losing the position, but he gains it back almost immediately with DRS. Kerbo's done everything he can there, capitalised off the mistake, used his tyres to the best of his ability. There's only so much one driver can do. Totally No Pro, though, oof, that was a huge mistake and really could have cost him dearly. And remember, Martin's still just behind these guys. Rayner's just behind them as well. Oh, out on the rear, but so was Martin. I mean, this could go either way. If these guys keep battling, Martin could just pick up the pieces right at the very end. And Kerbo's not willing to lose out on this fight whatsoever. He's still very much so within the winning range of the Mercedes in front of him. This fight is still very much so on. I don't know how he's got these tyres working as well as he has, but this is absolutely fantastic from the Alpine. 4 tenths the gap. It's even lower than last time. He's going to be ahead and by a substantial amount into turn 1 if he can get the move done, which I'm confident he can. With only a 4-second gap, DRS is going to be open for the Alpine. Will he go past or will he hold off? If I was him, I'd actually hold off into turn 4. Oh, weaving all over the place. Totally No Pro. That was a bit dangerous, I won't lie. I wouldn't be very happy with that if I was Kerbo. He's going to get his foot down now and try and get past, but that was really quite dangerous from Totally No Pro. I think he even moved under braking there. If you could confirm. I might be seeing things, but that looked like a move under braking if I've ever seen one. Coys is down in 6th with 2... Sorry, Kerbo then 4 tenths behind. Sorry, I lost my rhythm there, but I was saying Coys 6th. That gamble really hasn't paid off. I mean, he is just catching up to this battle very slowly, but he'll be lucky if he gets 5th here. Not lucky, I mean, he will get 5th, he's rapid, but yeah, 5th is probably the highest he can expect this race. Huge gamble, didn't pay off. Kerwo, though, these guys will be racing until the checkered flag. Totally no pro on the first day of his, well, no, on the first time he's ever qualified on pole in this league. He's been in this league for a little while as well. The first time he's ever gotten pole. Could he translate it into a win? Or is Kerwo out of nowhere gonna come back and steal it? Or is Martin gonna make a last lap effort? It looks like he might, because down the inside goes the Alfa Romeo driver. Did they touch there? I'm not entirely sure. Kerwo is going to try and stick it out, but through goes Martin, and now he's up into second. He's going to have DRS on Totally No Pro, but this has hugely helped out Totally No Pro in a way that he could not, like, Totally No Pro could have been under pressure from Kerwo, but Martin sending it up the inside for second place has completely crushed Kerwo's dreams of winning the race, and possibly crushed his dreams of a second place as well. Koiz is up to 5th. But I don't think he's going to get Rayner. Yeah, I just don't see that happening at all. Rayner, by the... Wait, what's going on? I'm seeing things. There's a Ferrari right behind Ray... Oh, it's probably one of the lap cars, my bad. Yeah, Martin, he's not anywhere near Totally No Pro. And that might just be it for this race. I mean, it's a great effort, a valiant effort from Kerwo. On his debut, 24 lap old tyres, hard tyres, 24 lap old hard tyres. At the end of this race, he was still competing with Totally No Pro, who does have fresher tyres. He was still competing with Martin. He's still competing with Martin as we go around the final few corners. He might be able to get him at the line here, but Totally No Pro is going to convert his first ever pole into a win, and Kerwo is going to have to deal with a third as Martin gets second right at the end. Rayner gets 4th, Koiz risks it and loses with 5th, Gazelle 6th, JLB 7th, Catet is going to round the final corner now and get 8th in the Haas. And Insiv, just trailing behind there, is going to pick up 9th, sorry, 8th and 9th, sorry. And Laurie will round the final corner now to pick up the final points-baying position. As long as the penalties aren't too bad. No, they aren't. 3 seconds. And that will conclude the race. Ajax, so good for so long, but just lost it all at the end. The Mercedes driver, down in 11th and out the points. It's heartbreaking. Fusban, 12th. Corbetti, 13th. And Luke, 14th. Says he's annoyed with his performance, but finishing the race is a good enough performance when you had sorry, 5 other drivers that didn't. Ajax gets driver of the day, but yeah, I mean, honestly, what a drive. I mean, Totally No Pro, congratulations for converting that one. Gazelle, congratulations as well in the chat, I appreciate it. For the 6th place it was. But that concludes the season opener of the Bahrain Grand Prix. What a race it was as well. Lots of safety cars, wasn't happy about that. But other than that, we had some great little battles there. It was a fantastic race. And good win for Totally No Pro to really kickstart his season. Koiz, nowhere to be found down in 5th. Really disappointing for him. I think he'll be really disappointed with himself. Amazing comments, mate. Glad you did it tonight. Appreciate it, Mickey. Shame you weren't driving, but hopefully you are sooner rather than later. Enjoy seeing you on the track. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Ern, of course. My Ted Kravitz there. He's always there. Appreciate it, Ern. Laurie, yeah, congratulations on the P10 final points paying positions. Well raced. Gazelle, yeah, well raced as well. P6, appreciate you showing up and being in chat. Luke, unlucky with the 14th, but at least you finished. I mean, many people crash out. It's just building blocks when it's people's first leagues and stuff. So it was a good drive from most people today. Even the people that didn't score points, it was still good to finish the race because it is difficult. When you've got 19 cars on the grid, there's always going to be crashes. With all my problems, I'll take P4. Yeah, I was saying that with all the technical difficulties you went through, P4 is really quite impressive. Watch out for Rayner. I mean, this guy wins. He's won every single league, every single title that I've been here to commentate. But well raced, everyone. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. This is what Aurora Racing League really is. 19 drivers today out of 22, but it's really 19 out of 20. I'm really, really happy that we got as many people as we did. I mean, if you are in the league, please make an effort to just do the race every week. Sometimes I'm doing stuff with my mates, right, and I think, oh, I've got commentary. Oh, that's a shame because I've got to stop doing it. And I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have to do the commentary because I'm having fun with my mates. But if you sign up for the commentary, you do the commentary, and I end up enjoying it anyway. So if you put your name down for the league, unless you got a genuine reason you can't make it, don't just sit out because it kind of ruins it for other people. But we haven't had that problem tonight, and hopefully we don't for the rest of the season. This has been a great race. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Coys, you did get fastest lap. That was a huge gamble at the end, and it didn't pay off. I mean, you're in a great position. Yeah, it was a gamble. You might as well have taken it. I genuinely think you could have won the race, to be honest. But it is what it is. That was just one race. There's many more to come. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I really hope I see you again next week. Yeah, to everyone who drove today, hopefully we see you again next week as well. But yeah, from me and everyone else at Aurora Racing League, good morning, good evening, wait no, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Cheers, son. Yeah. Good night.